decided today that I wanted to share my TBR for April. I have 7 books here that I plan to read this month. Out of these 7 books, I have 1 that's fantasy and the other 6 are romance. I haven't read a fantasy in my newfound love of reading. Obviously, I read as a kid. In fact, I loved to read as a kid. I totally lost it in high school though, and didn't gain it back until a year ago, but I haven't been reading consistently. I've been going through book slump after book slump. In order to get myself to read more, I'm trying to challenge myself to 7 books this month. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to make it, but I really hope I can. I have all 7 books right here and ready to go. Disregard Joey playing video games right there. This stuff is so good. It's so good. As I'm filming this, we have street tacos on the way. I'm so excited. I'm starving. First book on my TBR for April is Lightlark by Alex Aster. This is the said YA fantasy book, and I'm freaking excited. Lightlark is supposed to be like Hunger Games in the sense that people die and whatnot. I'm really bad. I've never explained books before, so you gotta bear with me. I'm just gonna read this little blurb, it'll explain it better. Every 100 years, the island of Lightlark appears for only 100 days to host a deadly game, where the rulers of 6 realms fight to break their curse and win unparalleled power. Each ruler has something to hide. Each curse is uniquely wicked. To break them and to save themselves and their realms, one ruler will die. Pocky gulped while I was reading that. I am really excited. This is a book rec from one of my friends. And the first time I will be reading a fantasy book. I'm a little nervous, but I'm excited. The second book for April is Secretly Yours by Tessa Bailey. I love this cover. I think it is so stinking cute. Is this not the most darling cover you've ever seen? And I don't have many pink spines, so that does make me happy. So this is a book between Hallie Welsh and Julian Voss. Long story short, they almost kissed at his estate, and now they're adults and she's back to garden at his estate while he's trying to write a novel. It seems to be kind of enemies to lovers, but also childhood friends to lovers, or childhood crushes to lovers. I don't know. I love Tessa Bailey, and I think that this is gonna be a really cute novel, and I'm excited because I love enemies to lovers. It's probably my favorite trope, at least at the moment. The third book on my TBR for this month is Better Than the Movies by Lynn Painter. Look how stinking cute! I watched Haley Pham on YouTube and she loves this book. Haley always talks about Lynn Painter and how much she loves her, but specifically this novel I've heard her talk a lot about, so I picked it up and I'm really excited to read it. This goes between Liz and Wes. They are childhood friends. Wes seems to be a kind of class clown type. He even put a frog in her Barbie dream house and decapitated a gnome, I think? Decapitated a lawn gnome. There's this kid named Michael who used to live in their town but moved away, but moved back, and Liz really wants to go to prom with him, so she needs Wes's help. That is the plot of the book, I believe. Next, we have It Starts With Us by Colleen Hoover. Now, this is a sequel to the book It Ends With Us. This has been sitting on my shelf since it came out. I actually got it on pre-order, so I'm really hoping to read it this month. I really love the first novel, but I don't want to talk about this one too much because it'll give away the plot of the first one. So, if you're interested in this book, you should probably go read It Ends With Us first, but look up the trigger warnings because it is sensitive to some readers. This is my girl Pocket. She's very sleepy. Pocket loves when I read because it means that I'm in bed and she loves to cuddle. Oh! Right now she's trying to take a nap in my bathrobe. Yeah. She loves that thing. Look at her. Cuddled up in my bathrobe. Those are my books. Don't look at them. Don't look at them. The 5th book I want to read in April is Love in Other Words by Christina Lauren. I think this cover is so adorable. It reminds me of Valentine's Day with the pinks and the reds. Anyways, I've heard so much about this book and I just haven't read it yet. I've probably had this book on my TBR for 8 months, so I think I really need to read this soon. This book follows a girl named Macy who is currently engaged to a financially secure businessman type, I think. Anyways, her childhood love, childhood crush moves back and it kind of throws a wrench into things. And that sounds right up my alley. That sounds so stinking cute. It's the whole don't let your boyfriend stop you from finding a husband trope. And don't come for me because I am engaged. and I will be marrying this man. Okay? Like 4 months away.
He came over here. He was wearing one of those Nike tight shirts. He was like, "Yeah, bro, here you go." I was just like, they just kept pointing me to the wrong way, and I was like, "Damn, bro, look at your arms."
Just ask him what routine is. Ask him if he needs a gym, bro.
For talking to people, talking to strangers.
Tacos! Fresh avocado. That's what I get. Without the pico, it's delicious.
Hell yeah.
Woo! Okay, I'm back from eating my tacos. They were delicious. However, I'm still hungry. We've been going to the gym and it's making me so hungry. My appetite has increased so much. The second to last book I have is The Summer I Turned Pretty by Jenny Han. Now, this is an Amazon series and I already watched it. Season 1 is out on Amazon Prime and I did watch that and I really enjoyed it, and I haven't read the book. So I'm hoping that I get to read this one and then the second one before the second season comes out this summer. Or at least I think it's coming out this summer. Summer I Turned Pretty follows a girl named Belly. Belly, along with her brother and her mom, go and stay with their family friends at their beach house every summer. Their family friends are Conrad, Jeremiah, and their mom. And typically they're dads, but there's like a lot of messy stuff going on and they're not there this summer. Anyways, Belly's always really loved Conrad. Like, just been obsessed with Conrad. I'm sure this will be a really good book to get me in the mood for summer, since it is springtime now, and I am such a summer girl that I spend all of spring just pretending it's summer. Really excited to read this, even though I already know the plot, but it'll probably be maybe a little bit different. We'll see. The last book I have on my TBR for April is The Cheat Sheet by Sarah Adams. This is about a girl and her best friend is in the NFL and she's a retired dancer and now works in a dance studio, and she's obsessed with him and he friend-zoned her, I think. It's Friends to Lovers, seems like a quick read, and I am really excited because I love a good fluffy Friends to Lovers. I don't think you can go wrong with a little romance book like this, so I'm really excited to, meet the characters and see if I like it. And that is the last one that I hope to read this month. I'm gonna try to be not so strict with myself about my April TBR, just in case I, pick up another book and I really want to read it, because this is like a hobby and not like a job, so I can do as I please. However, if I do choose another book and read another book, I hope that I also am able to still finish these by the end of April. It's April 1st, so I have to go get a head start on reading so I can finish all these books by the end of the month. Thanks for watching, and I will hopefully update you guys in a month and see if I was able to get to all of them. Okay, love you!